Hello, my name is Anita Peters with Peters Realty Professionals in Loganville, Georgia. Today I would like to showcase some of my hot listings. If you see something of interest, please give me a call at 770-317-0400, or you may visit the website www.petersrealtyprofessionals.com. Thank you and enjoy. This property is located in Winder, Georgia. The address is 1365 Lance Circle. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath with a finished bonus room. It's a HUD home, case number 105411592. If you're a first-time home buyer seeking FHA financing, you may purchase this home with only $100 down payment. This lovely home is located in Covington, Georgia. The address is 75 Bermuda Run Drive. The case number is 101919207. It is also a HUD home, and with $100 down, you may purchase this house with FHA financing. This lovely home is located in Loganville, Georgia. The address is 2235 Azalea Drive. It is a 5-bedroom, 2.5-bath, and is situated on 1 acre. And it is also a HUD home. The case number is 105200557. And once again, if you're purchasing this home with FHA financing, your down payment is only $100. Call me for all the details. Do you have horses? Do they need room to roam? This next beautiful property is located at 3280 Hodges Road, Loganville, Georgia. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, all brick ranch. It's located on a very private lot. The owner is motivated and ready to sell. Please bring me your offer. This gorgeous beauty is located in Loganville, Georgia at 2340 Huntington Drive, and it is in a swim community. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-story with recent exterior repairs. The owner is seeking a quick closing. Please call me to see this beautiful home today. Last but not least, this beautiful property is located in Covington, Georgia at 796 PJ East Road. It is a 6-bedroom, 3-bath on a fully finished basement, and it's situated on 4.77 acres and has a stocked pond. What a beauty!
This is the Monroe Drum and Bugle Corps. They're practicing for the big parade tonight.
Hey there, I'm Emily Russell, Director of Marketing at Clearview Regional Medical Center. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we are blessed to have the opportunity to have with us again Dr. David Norman, General Surgeon, who practices here in Monroe and recently relocated his office to 705 Breedlove Drive.
705 Breedlove Drive.
And the phone number is still the same.
Right.
770-267-1892.
Is it? Yes.
So that's a little bit of business to take care of. But now on to more interesting things. Let's talk about a topic that a lot of people don't like to talk about. Colon health.
I know, but it's important.
It is important, and everyone has a colon.
We all have one. Yes, we all have one.
So how can we take care of our colons to make sure we stay healthy?
Colon is a very important part of your body. It is. It's another name for the colon is the large intestines. It's a large part. It's the distal part of the large part of your intestines, and very, very important for your health. The main things you can do to take care of it are diet. We really need a good diet, so we want to do things like whole grains, fiber, a lot of fruits and veggies. Those have the antioxidants in them, minerals and vitamins, plenty of water. We want to maintain a healthy weight. That's very good for your colon also. Exercise. Exercise is good, about 30 minutes a day at least or so. Starting slow and then moving, of course, moving up a little bit more than that. And then one of the other things that we can do, one of the things that people also don't like to talk about is the screening. Screening for your colon health, which entails colonoscopy. That's one of the things that
now, at what age should an individual get their first colonoscopy?
Depends. It depends on if you're in a high-risk group or not. And for those people in general population, we generally say age 50
Okay.
And for African Americans age 40,
Okay.
unless you happen to be in a high-risk group, which includes people with a prior history of colon cancer, or if you've got a genetic predisposition, like having a first-degree relative with colon cancer. And a first-degree relative is someone like your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, or children. Those are your first-degree relatives. So if one of those folks had colon cancer, you're in a high-risk group. Or if you've had colon cancer or some polyps in the past, or if you've got some other genetic predisposition. So those are outside of that, or if you have had some kind of issues, like some bleeding in the stool, or some belly pain, or some other issues that you and your physician think might need to be evaluated.
Okay, very good. So for colon cancer awareness, cancer is always the big C. Nobody likes to talk about cancer. Is a screening colonoscopy the only way to catch colon cancer?
It is not the only way. It is the gold standard, however. It is the gold standard. And the reason it's the gold standard is because it allows complete visualization of the colon mucosa, and it also is a diagnostic test, so it can diagnose things, but it's also therapeutic. And that means it can also do something about whatever you see there. So it allows for evaluation, seeing inside the colon, and if there's polyps or something, you can either biopsy or actually remove the polyps at that time. So it's very good for that. But it is not the only way. Other things that can be done is a digital rectal examination that can be done at your physician's office. Some people utilize the Hemoccult test with the guaiac for the stool. So there are some other things to do. And this is just kind of like thinking about, your any symptoms you may be having: night sweats, belly pain, constipation, or change in your bowel habits, blood in the stool, things like that.
Okay. Now I heard you mention polyps several times. What exactly is a polyp?
A polyp is another name for a small bud of tissue that can just kind of grow on the colon mucosa. These small buds of tissue, and there are different types of polyps, and some of them have zero chance of ever becoming cancer, but there are some types that have more of a chance of becoming cancer. And that is the reason we like to screen the colon. A polyp can become a cancer, and it generally may take, depending on the type of polyp, it may take 6 to 8, maybe even 10 years for it to become a cancer if it's not addressed. So for those folks who have polyps, it's important that they continually get their colon evaluated so that any new polyps they may produce don't produce cancer.
Now, would there be any symptoms of having a polyp?
Usually not. That's one of the things that catches folks sometimes off guard, because you feel fine. There's no, usually just a polyp is very small, and people don't really have pain from it. They don't generally have a lot of anemia or bleeding from it. Nothing like that. So polyps are one of those things that the only way really to check it and to catch it is by doing that colonoscopy.
Very good, very good. And do you know if insurance usually covers a screening colonoscopy?
Insurance generally does. Covers screening for colonoscopy, and as I said, after age 50, and then unless there's a high risk, you're a high risk group, or if you have some symptoms. Those other things we talked about: belly pain, the weight loss, or some anemia, or some bleeding, any of those things. And then if that's the case, then that's a diagnostic colonoscopy. Screening is just if there's no symptoms at all, but that covers if you're in a high risk group, or if you are over age 50, 40 and African Americans.
Very good, very good. So would that be the same for men and women? Any difference there?
No, the age is going to be the same.
Okay, very good. And as far as rates of colon cancer, is there really a particular demographic that is more apt to develop colon cancer?
Well, I think the thing about the demographic, it really has to do more with those high-risk groups. Some race is a little bit in there. African Americans tend to be a little bit higher risk for colon cancer, but in general, it's those other kinds of things that we mentioned. And then also, a lot of our lifestyle. We're in America. We love to do a lot of things that are not healthy for us.
That's very true.
So things like obesity is a problem that increases people's risk for colon cancer, as does alcohol usage, even in moderate amounts. Alcohol usage, tobacco usage, and those are things that we do a lot in America.
Yeah.
So those are things we really need to work on, and our diet. So diets that are high in fat and low in fiber, which is our diet.
So are you saying that maybe fried chicken and sweet tea
that's
on a consistent basis?
Yeah. Not good for other reasons too, but also that type of a diet is going to increase your risk for having colon cancer.
Very interesting, very interesting. So when it comes to colon cancer, anyone is at risk.
That's right.
And really the only, or the best way to detect it, as you said, the gold standard is a colonoscopy.
Absolutely.
Now most people are a little scared of a colonoscopy and scared of exactly what that means. Can you walk us through, if someone were to have one done, as far as how much time they would expect to prepare and then to recover from something like that?
So that's a good question. So colonoscopy does raise red flags for people, but it really is not a painful test. People may have a little discomfort with it, but it's really not a painful test. It's generally done on an outpatient basis. The test itself takes about 20 minutes or 30 minutes maybe to do. Generally, there's a little bit more time altogether with your procedure because there's a little time for going to sleep. We give you a little nap. People take a little nap with what we call MAC, or monitored anesthesia care. A little bit of a nap, have your colonoscopy, and then there's a little wake-up time. So maybe an hour or 2 hours total. And then and usually have someone to drive you home.
So you are under anesthesia.
You're under anesthesia
while it's
with
going on.
That's right. And the preparation is usually about a day's worth. It depends. If someone has severe constipation or something like that, we may do a preparation for a longer period of time. But in general, it's about a day. And that day prior to your procedure, you should be on clear liquids only, no solids. And then also on that day, you get a pretty strong laxative. It kind of flushes the colon out, makes it very clean. It's very important that that colon is very clean so that the doctor can look through there, see what they need to see, and be able to take care of you that way.
Very good. And then as far as recovery, could you go back to work the next day?
Next day, back to baseline. Yeah.
Very
Usually
good.
back to baseline the following day. So.
Okay, fantastic. So it's really nothing to be scared of.
Nothing to be scared of.
And you said it's an outpatient procedure, so it's generally performed here in the hospital?
I do my colonoscopies here in the hospital. There are other physicians that do them in other spots, but I do all of mine here in the hospital, and we utilize, there's usually two doctors in the procedure room. There's myself and the anesthesiologist. So it's very safe, and I think it is something that's extremely good for people.
So you're in good hands then
Good
at
hands,
that point.
That's right.
Very good. So if someone feels that they need to have a colonoscopy done, perhaps they've never had one and they're age 50 or above,
That's right.
or maybe they haven't had one in over 10 years, can they call you directly or do they need a referral from their primary care physician?
Well, I'll tell you what, anyone can call us directly, and we can always direct them. If we need to get a referral, we can do that, but for sure, either check with your primary or call us directly, and we'll make sure that you get what you need.
Okay, excellent. And that number to reach Dr. Norman and his staff again is 770-267-1892.
Right.
And welcome to your new location on Breedlove Drive.
Thank you very much.
Which is next to our old hospital, if you're not familiar.
That's right.
But that gave Dr. Norman a little bit more room to spread out over there.
That's right.
And be close to some of our other physicians. So we're happy to have him there. And also on a side note, Dr. Norman has recently become Da Vinci trained as well.
Absolutely.
So tune in next month and in the coming days to hear more about the Da Vinci robot.
I'll be happy to.
And what that means.
Right, we're very excited about it, so we'll be looking forward to
Fantastic.
talking
Very
about
good.
that.
Great. Well, be sure to stay healthy. Take Dr. Norman's recommendations under advice when it comes to eating healthy and exercising.
That's right.
And getting those regular screening exams, including a colonoscopy. So thank you so much, Dr.
Thank
Norman,
you.
for joining us.
Thank you, Emily.
And as always here at Clearview, we love being your community provider of health care. If you ever need further information about our medical services, you can visit us online at www.clearviewregionalmedicalcenter.com. And there you can find information about upcoming events, seminars, and lunch and learns. Those can all be accessed on the internet. So thank you so much for joining in, and we look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, stay healthy.
Good morning. Thank you for watching. I'm Dina Huff, Executive Director for the Partnership for Families, Children, and Youth. I just want to tell you a little bit this morning about just to kind of follow up and wrap up the year 2013 for the partnership. Things are kind of coming to a close for us here, and we're getting eager to start 2014. So, with it being the beginning of December, let me just tell you that in November we had our annual legislative breakfast, which was a wonderful event. We had a lot of participation from community members. All 4 of our local legislators were here, state legislators were here, and they were able to talk to our youth advocacy board and spend some time with them. I would encourage you to go online if you have a computer and check out the Georgia Family Connection Partnership. They wrote a blog about our event on November 14th. So please go check that out. That's at www.gafcp.org. So check that out. That's something good for Walton County. Also, I would encourage you, it's the holidays again, please volunteer at one of our local organizations. Fish is one that you can volunteer. I know they're collecting toys for Secret Santa. If it's where you can donate a toy or donate time, they need all the help that they can get. Fish, Shepherd Staff in Loganville is another entity that you can help with during the holiday season. Empty Stocking, we're about to kick this off. We've accepted all the applications that we can take, and we're in the process of going through those, and we'll start sorting out canned goods in the next week or so. And Distribution Day will be on December 21st. That's on a Saturday. So if you get a letter in the mail saying that you've been accepted to receive a box of food, please be home between the hours of 8:30 and 12 on that Saturday to receive your box of food. So, in closing, I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope to see you all once more before the new year, but my staff could not be here with me this morning, but their wishes are sent to you as well. So, as always, have a great day. Thank you for watching.
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of The Health Story. My name is Dee Dee Harris, the Executive Director of Walton Wellness, a nonprofit located here in Walton County dedicated to the prevention of lifestyle-related chronic illness. Every time I talk to you, I hope to bring you some helpful hints about health in your life or in your family's life, or introduce you to some kind of resource that we might have new in Walton County. And today, of course, as you can see, standing next to the Christmas tree, it is the season to do lots of different things, right? 'Tis the season to stress out, 'tis the season to overeat, 'tis the season to get sick with colds, and 'tis the season for everything. And I have talked before about letting the stress of the holidays get to you, especially when it's Christmas time and you're supposed to be concentrating and focusing on all the happy things in your life, and we often get very stressed out. Often we also tend to not pay as much attention to our diets during this time of year. There's so many parties, so much delicious food out there, friends and neighbors and family members bringing us baked goods that of course you're not going to turn away. And if they're sitting there on your counter, they often start calling your name, and often late at night, or when you're just relaxing at the end of the day, maybe you're watching TV or reading a book or something right before you go to bed, and sometimes those little goodies that are sitting in your counter and your kitchen start calling your name, and you think, well, I'll just have one, and before you know it, half the box is gone. So we've all been there, we've all done it, and I just want to give you a couple of little helpful hints to think about, things that you have heard before, but just a reminder to remember that it is important, even though it is the holidays and we are surrounded by all this wonderful good food, it's not always the healthiest of food. So it's really important to plan, especially if you have a certain type of eating plan. Maybe you're diabetic, maybe you have heart disease, you have some type of medical issue that causes you to have to eat a certain diet. Maybe you're trying to lose weight and you have done so good up until this point and you are following some type of diet plan that way. Or if you are just trying to maintain your weight and stay healthy. All of these things are important for us to really pay attention to what we are putting in our bodies this time of year. Water, I always talk about water on this show, is so important, not just when it's summertime and it's hot outside, which is important then, but water is always important to be drinking. One of the things is water helps to fill us up. So one of the tips is to definitely remember to drink. And of course, water is the best thing to drink, but if you are going to drink any other beverage, try to choose a beverage that's low in calories. We often forget that we can consume consume as much calories by drinking as we can by eating. Eggnog, all of those types of drinks, even alcoholic drinks, have lots of calories in them. So it's important that we are looking at not trying to drink so much of our calories over the holidays. Water helps fill you up, and it'll help you not to have that urge as much to overeat if you're at a party or a family celebration. The other thing is, and this was a tip I learned a couple years ago, and I think it's just a wonderful tip, is about pie. If you're eating pie, they say if you do not eat the back crust of the pie, then you can save about 100 calories of that pie. And I think that's an excellent suggestion, and we can always try to not get to the back crust of the pie. But if you take your time in eating it and you've savored every bite, hopefully by the time you get to the end of the pie, you can leave that back crust and you can save yourself 100 calories. That's pretty easy and simple to do, and you're not depriving yourself. That's the other thing. Don't deprive yourself. That tends to make it worse. Often when we deprive ourselves for so long, then we end up going to a party or something and we just throw every rule out the window, and then the next day, well, it just adds to our stress because we feel guilty or we feel bad, not just physically, but a lot of times emotionally. We beat ourselves up. I can't believe I did that. And it's just not worth it afterwards. So it is important to try to not deprive yourself, and remember, lots of times if you're not depriving yourself, then you can actually be more disciplined, because when you are depriving yourself, it's either not eat at what you want at all or eat it all. So when you are allowing yourself to have some, but you're being disciplined about it, that means that you always leave something on your plate. Like I was talking about with the crust of the pie, that can go for your meal as well. Try not to completely clean your plate. And remember, when you are at a buffet type party or church gathering or whatever it might be, then just take a bite. You will be surprised at how full you can get at testing and tasting each of the dishes instead of getting actual full-size helpings of each of the dishes. Plus, you're going to feel satisfied, you're going to get to taste all of this stuff, and you won't overdo it. So that is very important to remember. And as I have said before, as far as the sick part goes, it is the time of year. Obviously, I've talked about flu shots before. We started back in October trying to encourage people to get flu shots, and we talked about it on the show. You could still get flu shots. There's still plenty of places around Walton County that is having flu shots. So if you haven't gotten yours, it's not too late. The flu season hasn't kicked up in full force yet. That typically happens after the new year. And so again, as you've heard me say many times before, wash your hands. That's the other thing to remember over this holiday season. Because we're having so many people into our homes, and because we're seeing so many different people, we're often shaking hands and we're really exchanging germs just all season long. So it's just really important, as much as any other time of year, to wash your hands. So those are my three kind of focuses. Make sure you drink your water, try to leave something on your plate and get smaller portions to be more disciplined. Don't deprive yourself, and remember to wash your hands, and have all your children wash your hands too. That is the best way to keep you and your family from getting sick over this season. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season with all the different holidays. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I wanted to invite you to check out our website, and there's lots of tools, as I have mentioned before. If you've never been there, it's waltonwellness.org. You will find all kinds of different tools, and one specifically that I've talked about before that we have on our website is about fast food or chain restaurants that we have here. A lot of times with work and other people, you're meeting people to go out to eat, so that could be a helpful tool if you want to plan your meal before you go and try to eat a little bit healthier at the different restaurants that we have in Walton County. As always, if you need more information or you have questions, you can get all of our contact information off of the website. Thanks for watching.
Hi, this is Dr. Rebecca Anderson from Monroe Veterinary Clinic. I have a couple of different topics I'd like to talk about today. The first of all is a condition in dogs that is often called bloat. The full name is gastric dilation and volvulus. That means that the stomach distends and twists on itself. This is a condition we see most commonly in large breeds, deep-chested dogs such as German Shepherds or Great Danes. We typically see it in older dogs too. A lot of them are between the age of 10 and 13 when this happens. The exact cause is unknown, but it is often associated with in cases where dogs have eaten and then go outside and run around. The first signs you may see are your dog acting very restless, panting heavily, and pacing around. They will also start dry heaving repeatedly. You'll then see the stomach noticeably getting bigger and bigger. If you ever see signs like this in a large breed dog, don't delay. Be sure to seek care immediately, as this is an emergency condition. Surgery is required to untwist the stomach and then also to attach it to the body wall so that the condition does not recur. This is fatal if left untreated. So it is something to be aware of if you have a large breed dog, and again, a situation where you need to act quickly if symptoms are noted. The other issue I'd like to discuss with you today is fireworks safety for your pets. A lot of people like to shoot fireworks at New Year's, but this is a situation that can be potentially very distressing for dogs in particular. One of the biggest problems we see associated with fireworks are anxiety-related problems. Some pets may actually harm themselves trying to get away from the noise. They may try to tear out of their crate, which can cause skin lacerations or broken teeth. Some dogs have actually tried to run through plate glass windows or doors in an effort to get away. Others have escaped a fenced-in yard and may be caught running loose for a few days, or even unfortunately get hit by a car or suffer other injuries while they're out running loose. Also, patients that are prone to seizures can often have seizures as the fireworks are going off just because of the level of anxiety they're experiencing. If you have a dog that you know is afraid of thunderstorms or has other noise phobias, it's a good idea to speak to your veterinarian in advance of any firework events, perhaps to have some sedative medication on hand, as this can really help pets that are afraid of fireworks as they are going off. Some pets may try to ingest the fireworks if they are where the pet can get to them. This is generally not toxic to them, but certainly could cause some stomach upset. So again, just make sure the fireworks are stored in a secure area where your pet can't gain access to them. Well, that's all for today, and I would like to end by wishing all of you a safe and healthy holiday season from all of us here at Monroe Veterinary Clinic. Happy holidays.
Hi, I'm Elaine Oakes, Director of Keep Walton Beautiful and the Walton County Recycling Center, joining you today with this week's edition of the Walton Waste Watcher Report. Today I want to remind everybody that that we will be recycling Christmas trees again after Christmas. It's always the first Saturday after New Year's, so this year it will be on January the 4th. We no longer get seedlings through the state and the Georgia Forestry Commission, so we don't have seedlings to give out. So basically what we do is we just allow people to drop off their trees from the day after Christmas. Will be reopened on December the 26th, and so anytime after that, you can drop off your Christmas tree at the Walton County Recycling Center, or you can also drop it at any of the satellite convenience centers, and they will all be brought in here to our location, and they will be mulched after January the 4th. The City of Social Circle will be the only location in the county that will have a manned site on January the 4th at the Social Circle City Hall. Those of you who have curbside pickup can also put your trees at the curb, and they will be collected. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that they could still get their Christmas tree mulched in that manner, so they'll be used for something rather than just put in a place where they will not get any use out of them. Some people do like to put them in ponds for fish habitat, and that's okay to do that too. I also want to remind everybody that as we are going into the season, that they remember to think green during the holidays, because it's important to combine your trips. Make good use of your gasoline, and not being on the road any more than you have to. Also, think about giving green gifts during the holidays and not buying more than you need. Just little things like that can make a big difference at the end of the season of all the things that we end up having to throw away. So I just want to just put that little thought in your head. And I also want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas season. Thank you very much.
Hello, Walton County. This is Jody Johnson here with the Recreation Report. I am happy to say we've talked a little bit about our All-Star program in the past. Our football teams did very well in the district tournament. The 7 and 8-year-olds beat Jones County in the district championships, and they will be advancing to the state tournament through Georgia Recreation and Parks this weekend, December 6th. And it's a 2-week program that hopefully they'll come back and win the state championship. Our 9 and 10s and our 11 and 12s. Our 9 and 10s won the district championship over Baldwin County. They pretty much dominated the entire event. Coach Jeremy Kilburn is the head coach of that team, and they will be advancing also to the state tournament on the December 13th. So good luck to them. Our 11 and 12s did not have to play in the district, but they will advance to the state tournament, and they're playing this weekend in Americus, Georgia, for their state title through Georgia Recreation and Parks. So good luck to those 3 teams. Our soccer teams did win a game in the districts, but they did not advance to state. So congratulations for participating and doing a good job in representing Walton County. And I'll let you know on our next episode how our 3 teams for football out of the central Walton area did in the state tournaments through the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association tournaments. It should be done by December 13th. So good luck to those teams. Also, I want to let you know that we are starting plans for our spring activities. I know we're right here at the holidays, and kids will be getting out of school here around the in a couple weeks. There's not a lot of gap between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year, since Thanksgiving was kind of a week later than normal. But you'll be getting a flyer home the Wednesday before you get out of school, and the flyer basically will be advertising our t-ball, baseball, and softball programs. The cost of that is the t-ball program is $45. The other cost is $75 for the baseball and softball, and you can register at any of our locations at West Walton, at Meridian Park, at in Monroe at Felker Park, or at South Walton Park to participate in our baseball and softball program, our soccer program, or our track and field program. So all the spring activities are being advertised now. The registration time will be January 6th through January 11th of 2014. Again, there's going to be a couple-week gap by the time we get the registration out there when kids are in school till after New Year's, when we actually do the registration period. But kids go back to school on January 6th, so that is the date that registration will start for our spring program that I know everybody wants to participate. We had about 2,000 kids that participated last year in some type of spring activity, whether it was our track and field where there's about 80 kids participating, or our baseball and softball where there's about 2,100 kids participating, or in our soccer program where about 500 kids. So it's a lot of participation in the spring. We start practicing in February, start playing games in March, and so it's a great time for all of these kids to participate in those spring activities that run all the way until the end of May, basically until school lets out, and then most of our programs are ending at that time. One thing I do want to talk about, probably the meat of this report, is I want to give everybody the opportunity to slow down for Christmas. I know in my family, where I have 3 kids myself, my wife really looks forward to those dates. I know we want our kids to participate in programs. I'm in the recreation business, and I want you to continue participating in our programs, but take advantage for those times that we do shut down, like the weeks of Thanksgiving or the week or 2 during Christmas and New Year's, where we don't have any of our activities going on. I know my wife looks forward to those times when the kids can come home from school. You know, she's there. They don't have an activity for her to run them to. Take advantage of these times that we don't have a program. A lot of high school programs are shut down right now, and just spend time with your kids. And I think that you'll realize that it's okay to have this opportunity, just to not have any planned programs. So if you learned anything from this episode, is to slow down. Slow down in your vehicles. To be safe. Slow down in some of the activities you do, and just spend time with your kids, spend time with your family, spend time with your neighbors and friends. So we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from the Recreation Department. So until next time, and remember, sportsmanship starts at home.
Welcome to the 2013 Social Circle Christmas tree lighting.
Because I came when you all were in.
Well, they say it takes a village to host such an event such as this. So we would like to thank the Lighting of the Tree Committee for their hard work and time, especially to Mike Miller, Better Hometown Manager, Mayor Daly for his support, and City Council members as well as other officials of our city and county, Better Hometown Board of Directors and Robin Smith, our chair, for their support, city staff members for all their support. The tree decorating was done by Jennifer Pasili of City Hall. Special thanks to Creenan Mills and Jacks Creek for planting our tree and fostering its continued growth. The fire department and city employees for the downtown decorations and for providing the marshmallow roast we all love so much. Special thanks to my church, Victory Way Christian Church, especially Pastor Greg Johnson and his wife, Shauna. And we were able to be a part of this and coordinate the music and the card making this evening. We're very blessed that we were able to do that. Also, Better Hometown Junior Ambassadors and Robin Smith for their help in the neighborhood decorating contest, handing out flyers, helping out with tonight's setup. Don Garrett for the Light and True Salon, and Mike Owens at Magnolia Manor for the power and setup, as well as Heather and Jess Forrester for donating the lights from Avis Rental, Scott Simpkins and Ricky Cantera for the use of their lawn and porch and power, Joe Morgan for providing tractor rides, food and drinks provided by the Boy and Girl Scouts. Donations from the event came from Social Circle Ace, Mary Cross and Mike Miller, Robin Smith and Pinnacle Bank, First Baptist Church, Dawson Lodge number 68, and Standridge Color. And also a special thanks to all of our performers tonight who make this evening so enjoyable. The Social Circle High School marching and performing bands under the direction of Allison Carroll. And the children's choirs from Social Circle Christian School and First Baptist Church under the direction of Jackie Hardy. And now the Social Circle High School Band will give us some more music.
Concert up one time, together. concert on Thursday, but we always sing, and I'm really terrible at singing, so if all of you people would like to sing, now it's a great time. We have a whole bunch of different songs we go through pretty fast, so sing along. Here you go, sing along.
president for the new Gary L. Lemons Post here in Social Circle. A lot of people don't know that we're here. We're newly established, and I'm inviting all veterans to come down, talk to us down here at the tent that we have set up, and join the post. Thank you very much.
Is Briley Beecham here? Briley Beecham. Come up front, you turn the tree on. Briley Beecham. I see him waving. Come on with him. We do it on three.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. As usual, we're going to show you some of the dogs and cats that are available here at Walton County Animal Control. You know, it's hard to believe it's December already and Christmas is coming by. Maybe you've got that idea this year to add a new pet to your household for Christmas. You know, we've got a lot of dogs and cats that come through here, some really great looking animals. And we always do the vaccination, rabies vaccine, deworming, heartworm preventative, all kinds of things we include in the adoption, and it's only $40. So maybe you'll consider your animal shelter as opposed to buying from a breeder or buying from another source. You know, maybe you want to add a pet. We don't get one in time for Christmas. What you can do is cut out a picture of a dog or a cat from a newspaper or a magazine, put it in a card for your kids and say, after the holiday rush is over, we're going to go all together as a family and adopt an animal from the local animal shelter. You can always see what we have here at the shelter at waltonpets.net, or you can come by the shelter Monday through Friday in the afternoons from 2 to 5 and look and see what we have available. And now we'll show you some of the dogs that are currently in the shelter.
This is Joy. She's a 2-year-old lab mix. She's a really sweet girl and could really use a good home. Come on, girl.
We've got a 1-year-old pit, blonde with white, named Barbie. Very energetic and excitable. Needs a good home.
This is a lab boxer mix. He's already neutered. He's about 2 years old. His name is Duke. Very sweet. He's housebroken, and he does seem to get along with other dogs. He did come in with another dog. Just needs a good home.
Now this is Dasher. Just had to put him on TV because of those ears. Those are the coolest ears we've seen all year long. He certainly wins the award for that. He's about a 6 or 7 month old mixed breed. Not really sure what in the world he is, but seems to be a really good dog and looking for a home.
This is Emma. She's a little Chihuahua, about 2 years old. She's really sweet, but she needs to be the only dog. She does not like other dogs.
This is a female mix. Her name's Bella, about 1 year old. She's real sweet. She likes other dogs, looking for a good home.
Hello, my name is Anita Peters with Peters Realty Professionals in Loganville, Georgia. Today I would like to showcase some of my hot listings. If you see something of interest, please give me a call at 770-317-0400, or you may visit the website www.petersrealtyprofessionals.com. Thank you and enjoy. This property is located in Winder, Georgia. The address is 1365 Lance Circle. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath with a finished bonus room. It's a HUD home, case number 105411592. If you're a first-time home buyer seeking FHA financing, you may purchase this home with only $100 down payment. This lovely home is located in Covington, Georgia. The address is 75 Bermuda Run Drive. The case number is 101919207. It is also a HUD home, and with $100 down, you may purchase this house with FHA financing. This lovely home is located in Loganville, Georgia. The address is 2235 Azalea Drive. It is a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and is situated on 1 acre. And it is also a HUD home. The case number is 105200557. And once again, if you're purchasing this home with FHA financing, your down payment is only $100. Call me for all the details. Do you have horses? Do they need room to roam? This next beautiful property is located at 3280 Hodges Road, Loganville, Georgia. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, all brick ranch. It's located on a very private lot. The owner is motivated and ready to sell. Please bring me your offer. This gorgeous beauty is located in Loganville, Georgia at 2340 Huntington Drive, and it is in a swim community. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 2-story with recent exterior repairs. The owner is seeking a quick closing. Please call me to see this beautiful home today. Last but not least, this beautiful property is located in Covington, Georgia at 796 PJ East Road. It is a 6-bedroom, 3-bath on a fully finished basement, and it's situated on 4.77 acres and has a stocked pond. What a beauty.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon testing, keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green starts from the ground up, so make sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Test your home for the presence of radon. Go to epa.gov/radon.
Make it green, green, green.
Creative Signs, we make large and small property and business signs, full-color, digitally printed banners, as well as vinyl lettered ones for celebrating special events. Yard signs for selling your home or making special announcements like your graduating senior. Turn your vehicle into a moving billboard with vehicle lettering or magnetics. Creative Signs, Monroe, 770-267-7368.